Most drivers believe they take good care of their car. But what if some of your everyday habits are secretly damaging it? The truth is, mechanics know things that most drivers don't. And sometimes they don't tell you because those mistakes make them money. In this video, you're going to discover 7 car secrets that can save you thousands, and chances are you're doing at least one of them right now. Let's start with something almost everyone does: driving on low fuel. You see the fuel light come on, and you think, I still have some distance left, it's fine. And technically, you're right. But here's what's really happening inside your car. Over time, dirt and debris settle at the bottom of your fuel tank. When your fuel level is low, your car starts pulling fuel from that bottom layer, which means all that dirt gets pulled into your fuel system, slowly damaging your fuel pump and other engine components. And here's the worst part. You won't notice it immediately, but over time, it builds up until one day your car suddenly has a major problem. And fixing a fuel pump? That can cost a lot more than you expect. That's why experts recommend keeping your tank at least a quarter full. Now here's another habit that seems completely normal: turning on your AC immediately after starting your car. You get in, start the engine, and turn the AC on right away. Simple, right? But here's the issue. When your engine starts, it's already under stress. It needs a few seconds to stabilize and circulate fluids properly. When you switch on the AC instantly, you're adding extra load to the system. It may not seem like a big deal, but over time, this habit can reduce engine efficiency and increase wear. The fix is simple. Just wait 20 to 30 seconds before turning on the AC. It's a small change, but it can make a big difference. Now let's talk about a myth that many people still believe: warming up your engine by letting the car idle. You've probably heard this before. Let the car run for a few minutes before driving. This used to be true years ago, but modern engines are designed differently. Letting your car sit and idle for too long doesn't help. In fact, it can actually cause more harm than good. It wastes fuel and can even increase engine wear over time. The better approach is simple. Start your car, wait a few seconds, and then start driving gently. That's all your engine needs. Here's something many drivers do without even realizing it: riding the brakes. This happens when you keep your foot slightly on the brake pedal while driving. It might feel harmless, but it creates constant friction between your brake pads and discs. That leads to heat buildup, faster wear, and reduced braking performance. In serious cases, it can even lead to brake failure. And that's not just expensive, it's dangerous. So always make sure your foot is completely off the brake unless you actually need to slow down. Now let's talk about something small but extremely important: warning lights on your dashboard. Most drivers see a warning light and think, it's probably nothing, I'll deal with it later. But that small light is your car trying to warn you early. It's telling you something isn't right. Ignoring it doesn't make the problem go away, it just makes it worse. What could have been a simple, inexpensive fix can turn into a major repair if left unchecked. That's why you should never ignore warning lights. They're there to protect you and your wallet. Next is something people do to save money: using cheap or low-quality fuel. It might seem like a smart way to cut costs, but low-quality fuel can contain impurities that affect your engine's performance. Over time, it can cause buildup inside the engine, reduce efficiency, and even damage key components. So while you might save a little money today, you could end up paying much more later. Sometimes the cheaper option isn't really cheaper. And finally, the most important one of all: skipping or delaying oil changes. Engine oil is what keeps everything running smoothly. It reduces friction, cools components, and protects your engine. But over time, oil breaks down. It becomes dirty and less effective. When that happens, your engine starts to suffer. Friction increases, parts wear out faster, and damage begins to build up. If ignored for too long, it can lead to complete engine failure, and that's one of the most expensive repairs you can face. Regular oil changes aren't optional, they're essential. Now you know the secrets that most drivers overlook. These aren't just small habits, they can have a huge impact on your car's life and your money. The good news is, every single one of these mistakes is easy to fix, and once you're aware of them, you're already ahead of most drivers on the road. So the next time you start your car, remember this, because one small change in your habits can save you thousands in the long run. If you found this helpful, make sure to stick around, because there are many more car secrets most people still don't know.